Hello, everyone. My name is Courtney Sanders, and this is freewebadvice.com. Today, we are going to be discussing domain names, more specifically, what you should pay. So, most of you guys have probably seen the advertisements for $9.99 domain names, $10.99 domain names, even 99-cent domain names, and I love those because they're a great introductory price. Domain names are annual fees. You don't have to pay for them every month or anything like that. So they're annual fees, and $10 for a year, yeah, most people can do that. 99 cents for the first year, yeah, most people can do that. So you see them, you sign up for them, and you're like, ooh, free, or ooh, 99 cents, or ooh, $10 a year. Yay, I can do that every year. Of course you can. If you're looking to start a business, you're looking to invest at least a little bit of money. And 10.99 or $10 or 9.99 or 99 cent, great. Understand that domain companies, all companies, are looking to make money off of their clients. I mean, that's what business is. They're looking to make some form of money off of you. So understand that you definitely need to read the fine print, and also kind of get past those loopholes when it comes down to purchasing your domain name. When I say loopholes, I'm talking about all that stuff that they're going to try and sell you on the way through your purchase. So you're going to get advertisements for hosting, email registration with your custom email address, your info at yourbusinessname.com. You're going to get the extension advertisements with the do you want the .net, the .org, the .info, the .biz? You're going to get those. You're going to, I've even had companies try to advertise computer software on the way through my purchase. Private domain registration is going to be another one. So you're going to be advertised to all the way through your purchase. You have to be strong enough not to fall for those things if you don't need them. So trust me, they're going to try to get their money some way. Make sure you're reading things as you're going along, because you could look and all of a sudden you have this extensive bill that you never paid any attention to. The other thing is making sure that you pay attention to those terms and conditions and understand that sometimes, in fact, most of the time, that the price that you originally purchased your domain name with is just an introductory price. So if you've purchased the .net, the .org, the .biz, the .com, and that's just one domain name, and or that's just for one domain name, and you're paying $10 every year just for that, that could end up being very costly. Now, if it's just the introductory price and you're adding those additional costs, you could go from paying the $10 or the however many dollars for the extra extensions to paying $25, $35, $200. Trust me, it can get there. So understand what you're paying for, and understand that that introductory price is great for the first year, but you need to be able to maintain, afford your domain name for the long haul. So my suggestion is this: if you're a novice at purchasing domain names, don't just rush to the computer and purchase your domain name. Call the company and make sure that you're purchasing your domain name from a company that you can call. Let me tell you about an experience I had. I was purchasing a domain name on the cheap, and mind you, I have been a designer for a long time, but I was trying to purchase a domain name inexpensively. Purchased a domain name, and I owned the domain name. I'm thinking for that particular year. They let me have I purchased it from an unknown company, random company. I'm thinking anybody can get a domain name done. And I owned the domain name probably for about 2 weeks before I realized it was not, I actually didn't own it, that they had sold me some sort of a mask, domain mask, and yeah, they eventually tried to sell it to somebody else. So, yeah, you got to be real careful. Make sure it's from one of those trustworthy companies where you can dial their phone number. So, that's a big tip. Make sure that you go ahead and you call them so that you can, one, skip through all those loopholes, all those buy here, add this to your cart. You don't want to fall for those things. And the other thing is to make sure that you understand exactly what you're paying for, exactly how much it costs, and exactly how it can benefit you. Understand that they're still going to try to sell you stuff. And it's going to be one of those things where you're going to have sales resistance if you don't need those things. But it will behoove you to go ahead and call them and have them walk you through this process. Another good thing about that is you'll know you're not accidentally buying the wrong domain name. Yeah, that can happen too. So yeah, that's just a quick tip. Make sure that you go ahead and contact the company. If you're a novice at purchasing domain names, you don't want to have a huge annual cost. You want to know exactly what you're paying for. You want to make sure that you're actually buying the correct domain name. Call the company. Companies like GoDaddy, Register.com, I was going to say Yahoo, but not so much Yahoo. But companies, 1in1.com, which is the company that I personally use, those are going to be great companies to purchase your domain name, and all of their links are below. First, before I end this video, let's talk about Yahoo. I was a super fan of Yahoo. They were the company that I got my start with, and they're still a great company, but they have a huge annual cost. I might be exaggerating, but they have a big annual cost when it comes down to the domain names. You might get in there with a $10 domain name, the introductory price, but the annual cost is $35 per domain name. Yeah, that's a huge jump. And especially if you have multiple domain names and you've bought all the extensions, the .net, the .org, the .biz, the .gov, well, not the .gov, but the what have you. $35 per what? Per domain name? Are you kidding me? No. So make sure, like I said, that you contact the company, find out what their annual cost is for the domain name, find out exactly what you're paying for, make sure you're paying for the right domain name, and then you can have the peace of mind of knowing that you have you've made a wise purchase when it comes down to domain registration. Okay, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.